Hi, welcome back to the Leadership Help Desk, where we're still working on that small business marketing series. The concepts just keep coming. Our concept for today is the 4 types of consumer products. Now, I know you're going to read this and go, oh, I got it. But I got something special coming up near the end. That's not anyway. Okay, so our first type of consumer products is the convenience product. Frequently purchased, immediately purchased, little comparison, little thought, items that are widely available. We don't put a lot of thought into them, such as detergent, maybe a candy. You just at the cashier, you just pick up a candy bar and go with whatever was there. Little comparison. Also, maybe with soft drinks, Pepsi machine, Coke machine, I'll just take one. Fast food. Well, we put a little bit of thought into it, but when we're hungry, we're on the road, driving around, we see it, we just pretty much go into the drive-thru or go into the restaurant. Not a whole lot of thought. Okay, that's concept number 1. Number 2, we take it a little further with a shopping product. Comparisons are made. We do put some thought into it. It's a little bit more important, and as you'll see, there's fewer outlets. It's not everywhere, so we kind of have to make a little bit of an effort, put some thought into it. Do I go to this place? Do I go to that place? Do some product comparisons. Examples of this are furniture, clothing for you ladies, airline tickets. We get on the internet and check our prices and stuff. Maybe a used car. Not going to be too particular about it, but we want one that works. It's in good shape at a great price. So that's the shopping products. Now number 3, and this is where it gets tricky, and I got something that's not in the textbooks. Specialty products. They have a brand identity. It's a special purchasing effort. In fact, we'll go to a great effort to get this product. I know what I want, and to pull in a little Metallica, nothing else matters. If I have to drive 4 hours, I will drive 4 hours to get that product because that's what I want. This could be cars, special cars, like there's not a dealership around you. Guitars, professional equipment for most anybody. If you believe that that's the one that you want, you're going to drive to get it because you're going to be happy for a long time. Now, an example of specialty products was when I was flying back to Memphis and our airplane lost pressure. So as soon as we went up, we started going down, and you could hear your ears popping going, wait a second, we're already in Memphis. And the pilot came on and said, we've lost pressure, so we've taken it down lower altitude, and we're going to go to Shreveport. So I get to Shreveport, and I want a cigarette so bad. And we get these delays. And finally, I'm out there in the smoke hole, and this guy comes in, and I realize he's going to Memphis, and I spark up a conversation, and I say, why are you going to Memphis? And he goes, I'm going to pick up my custom Les Paul Gibson guitar. And I was like, wow, this guy's flying across the country. I don't know where he came from, but he's going to Memphis to pick out and check out his custom-made Gibson Les Paul. If you don't know what that is, that's what Slash of Guns N' Roses plays. For me, and this is where it gets important, really important, is a specialty car doesn't have to be a Lamborghini or a Porsche or a Gibson guitar or designer clothes that you have to go to Rodeo Drive to get. It can be simple things. In my village, if they don't have Coke Zero, I go to the store and there's no Coke Zero. My wife calls, she's coming home from work. She goes, do you want anything? And I go, yeah, I gotta have my Coke Zero. And she says, well, I'll get it for you. And she will stop at every store on the way home in a taxi to find that, because I want my Coke Zero. That's the only sugarless soda that we have here, and And I really want it, right? It's not just a convenience product that is typically frequently purchased with no thought, widely available sometimes. For me, it is a specialty product. Tacos. Where we are here, people will drive. I mean, think about Memphis barbecue or Cincinnati barbecue or Texas barbecue or North Carolina barbecue. Everybody has a barbecue. But here it's these tacos. And gas is not cheap. It's like it's $5 US plus a gallon. People will drive an hour and a half north to go get the region's tacos. Hey, we're going to go drive an hour and a half, go get some tacos and come back. Really? A taco should be in a convenience kind of fast food situation. You know, Taco Bell, Taco John's, you know. So what is going on here? Let's review. Convenience products, little thought, no big deal. Shopping, okay, it's kind of a big deal. Specialty, a really big deal. But the textbook is saying that it's about Lamborghinis and Gibson Les Paul guitars. This is not in the textbook, folks. If you hit what the customer wants and you get that brand identity, even if it's a candy bar, and that brand identity attaches with the personal identity, and there's just like a marriage. I've fallen in love. There's actually emotion attached. Because if I don't get my Coke Zero, my next morning is going to be shot. That's my coffee, right? And, you know, and I can't be seen drinking anything else because I'm the Coke Zero guy. Because it's part of me. It's part of my identity. And tacos, you know, that's almost status. Oh, we went and got tacos. But even if you, starting a small business, can achieve, even if you should fall into this category or maybe this category, you should be here. But if you can convert convenience product, your product, over to becoming a specialty product, you win. Because it's not only a preferred product, there's an emotional attachment to it. Think about Krispy Kremes. I don't eat donuts, but Krispy Kremes. Will people go the extra mile, drive 10 miles to go get Krispy Kreme donuts? Probably. What about Starbucks? Starbucks is everywhere, but people will go great efforts, wait in line to get their Starbucks. So the question is, how can you become, no matter what you're doing, if it's a product, it could be soap, right? But it's my soap. I've got to have my soap. It could be some kind of food. I've got to have it. I've got to have it. It could be your services. As we mentioned in a previous video, when you start, you know, having to have fixed costs like rent or, you know, lease space, and you get but if you go into a service, you don't have to have all of that most of the time. And you don't have that cost, and it can be more attractive for you, especially if you're a new startup. You don't have to go invest all this money. You just start your own service. And if you've seen the video on the marketing offer, there is, you know, it's not just a service. If you care, build relationships, you're good at what you do, you're knowledgeable as much as you can be at the beginning, and people trust you, they like you, they would give you the keys to their house, you have become a specialty product, because you're no longer the window cleaner, the poop scoop person, the yard man. You're a trusted person that's not replaceable. And if the woman wants a new flower bed, 10, 15 people could come up and say, hey, I'll dig your flower bed and put in your flowers. And they go, no, Joe's going to do it. Right? We will wait on Joe. Joe has too much to do. It's going to be fall before he puts in that spring flower garden. Well, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes, because Joe is going to put in the garden, the flower garden. You have become something that is not that special and turned you into special, where people will, great efforts, they will wait. This is not in the textbook, folks. This is one of my little twists on concepts. But as simple as the service that you offer, the product you offer, you can become, I know what I want. People know what they want, and they want you. That's very important. Write that down. That is your goal, to move from being in this category, no matter what you're doing, or this category, no matter what you're doing, to being here. And it doesn't cost anything. Okay, then number 4, important too, kind of boring, but we have unsought products. People don't know, they really don't want it, they don't know about it. It could be such things as insurance or funeral services, pay in advance, innovations that people don't know about. So when I say that unsought is kind of maybe boring, it might be you. You're unsought because people don't know about you. They don't know what you're about, and you have to maybe do a little advertising and selling and get that word of mouth going on so you can move into here, the specialty product. So good stuff there. A lot of stuff to think about if you're a small business person, looking at all aspects of your business. What are your goals? Right here. Right here. Textbook doesn't say that. You can become a Lamborghini. So think about it. Take some notes. Yeah, we got tons of marketing concepts. Man, if you're a student in college, this is probably half of your exam. These playlists, the playlist of marketing concepts. So, yeah, do some thinking about that. How do I go from here to here? I hope you liked the video. Hope it was meaningful. Hope it changes your life and your business. Have a great day.